Hello, my dear lovely students. A warm welcome to the English online classes. Today, I am going to start the first poem, that is Benjamin Jones Goes Swimming. This poem is written by Eileen Fisher. Eileen Fisher is an American poet. She wrote more than 100 children books and many more. And she was born on September 9th, 1906 in Iron River, Michigan. She received her bachelor's degree in journalism from the University of Michigan in 1927. She became director of the Women's National Journalist in the year 1928. She was an American writer of more than 100 books for children. We can imagine here the love towards children. She thought of herself primarily as a poet, and her poems are frequently used in the textbooks. We can also see one more poem. Means in this class we are going to read the one of her best poem, that is Benjamin Jones Goes Swimming. In 1978, she won the National Council of Teachers of English Award for Excellence in Poetry for Children. And she died 2nd of December 2002 in Boulder, Colorado. Okay, this is all about the poet. In this poem, Eileen Fisher describes a humorous incident. She tells the story of Benjamin Jones, who wanted to take part in swimming competition. But the thing is, Benjamin Jones good was not a good swimmer, but still he wanted to try and he wanted to win. Did he get the success or not? Let's see the poem. And just before to that, have a glance over the new words. Okay, first see here, confident. Confidence means sure. Vishwasa athva, that is self-assured. Free for all meet. It means anyone can participate. ಉಚಿತವಾಗಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅಬ್ಸರ್ಡ್, that is foolish, means ಅಸಂಬಂಧ. Blush, feel shy, ನಾಚು. Acclaim, it is praise, means ಪ್ರಶಂಸೆ. Swimmers, group of swimmers, ಈಜುಗಾರರು. Poised, it is stood ready, means prepared. Spectators, that is onlookers, means prekshakaru, viewers we can say here. Contest, that is competition. Sparte, venture a bite, to try to bite. Sahasa, grab, catch hold of. Dochu athva hidi. Claw, it is sharp nails of an animal's or bird's foot. Panje athva ಕಾಲುಗುರುಗಳು we can say in Kannada. Foe, that is enemy, means shatru. Like a swimmer, it means a swimmer controlled by an extraordinary spirit possessed. This is all about the new words glossary. So now let's see the pre-reading task is given here pertain to the poem. So some of the questions are asked here. So let's try to answer for that. The first question is, have you ever participated in a competition? Have you ever participated in any competition? Yes, we have participated in competitions like running and so many sports. We already participated. So for that we can say yes. Next, how did you feel at the start of the competition? How you feel actually at the beginning of competition, at the start of the competition? We felt anxious, we felt nervous, we felt excited, worried as well as very excited. We worried at the start of the competition. We became anxious. So third one is now, did you win a prize? Have you ever won any prize? If it is yes, say yes. If it is no, write no. Yes, I have won a prize, we can say. If you own the prize. If no means write no. Fourth one, how did you feel then? If you won the prize, how did you feel? You feel happy. You feel pleasure. We felt thrilled at our achievements. So, next, it is all about the poem. Here is a poem which describes an incident in a humorous manner. It tells the story of Benjamin Jones who participated in a swimming competition. The story tells about the man named Benjamin Jones. He wanted to participate in a swimming competition. He was not good swimmer. He left swimming. Still he wanted to try and win. Did he win the prize at the end? Let's see whether he will win or lose by reading the poem. You will find the answer when you read the poem. Pay attention to the rhyming words. You will enjoy the poem. Yes, this is a very beautiful poem. I am sure that we are going to enjoy it. And you will find the answer when you read the poem. When you will read the poem, whether he is going to win or he will lose, we will come to know that. So please attention to the rhyming words also. Here in this poem, so many rhyming words are there. So pay attention to that. And this is very beautiful poem. We are going to enjoy it. This poem is about a man named Benjamin Jones. He wanted to participate in a swimming competition. He was not a good swimmer, but still he wanted to try. Still he wanted to win the match. Okay, let's see the poem now. First, I will read out the poem. Have an eye over the lines. It is my request to all the students. While watching the video, open your book and just see which line I am reading and explaining. Okay? First, I will read out the whole poem. Just go through the line by line. So, shall we start now? Benjamin Jones, in a confident tones, told his wife on the 4th of July, I think I will compete in a free for all meet. I bet I can win if I try. But his wife said, my word, how very absurd. You haven't gone swimming for years. With others so fast, you are sure to be last, and I will blush to the tip of my ears. Well, the fourth quickly came, and waiting acclaim. Were wonderful swimmers galore, each poised in his place for the start of the race, while spectators crowded the shore. The contest began, and Benji, poor man, was passed on the left and the right. His pace was so slow that a crab saw his toe and thought it would be venture a bite. And the crowd on the shore sent up a great roar as Ben took the lead in the dash, while his wife on the dock received such a shock. She fell in the lake with a splash. So students, let me explain it line by line. There was a person named Benjamin Jones. He was not a good swimmer, but he still wanted to take part in the swimming competition. The poem begins like this. Let's see. Benjamin Jones, in confident tones, told his wife on the 4th of July, I think I will compete in the free for all meet. I bet I can win if I try. So, Benjamin Jones, one day he came to know that one swimming competition is going to held on the 4th of July. And he went to his wife and said, what did he say? He said, In confident tones means very confidently. In confident tones means very confidently he said to his wife. What did he say? That he would take part in swimming competition, and when the competition was fixed, students, yes, it was fixed on the 4th of July. And he said, I think I will compete in the free for all meet. Free for all meet means, what is the meaning of this? Free for all meet. It means anyone can participate. That is why Benjamin Jones, he thought he thought to take part in the competition. He bet to his wife if he could try, he would win. Benjamin Jones informed to his wife that he wanted to compete in the free for all swimming contest on the 4th of July. Benjamin Jones very firmly tells his wife that he will participate in a free for all. It means in a free for all means anybody from any age group can participate. Swimming meet on the 4th of July. He just not said that he will try, but he was also sure about winning. Okay, here man named Benjamin Jones is not actually not true young man. He was little older one. The Benjamin Jones was little older one. He was not young, and he wanted to participate in a competition. There is no age group for that competition. There is no age group. There was no age bar over there. And here meet means this is a swimming meet here. Free for all means there is no age bar for that competition. There is no age group. There is no age bar for that competition. That means. And he bet to his wife that he will win. He will try and he will win. This is the meaning of this stanza. And here in this you can see the rhyming words, that is Jones tones. Here the rhyming words are Jones tones and compete meet. Jones tones compete meet. These rhyming words add rhythm to this poem. Next, but his wife said, my word, how very absurd. You haven't gone swimming for years. His wife just discouraged him. But his wife said, my word, how very absurd. You haven't gone swimming for years. His wife just discouraged him. She was not ready to accept the words of his husband. She was not so confident about him. That's why she said, it was really foolish to hear because he hadn't gone for swimming for many years. So how could he win? This Benjamin Jones' wife discouraged him because he had not gone swimming for many years. She also found her husband's desires of taking part in the competition, in the contest, and she felt very weird. She was worried that he would lose the contest and make a fool of himself and thereby embarrass her. So next, with others so fast, you are sure to be last, and I will blush to the tip of my ears. It is true, in swimming competition, normally all the swimmers will be very fast. And just before them, what would be the condition of this fellow Benjamin Jones? Yes, he would be the last, with others so fast. You are sure to be last, she said. I will blush to the tip of my ears means, and I will blush to the tip of my ears. Yes, it would be a shameful moment for her, shameful incident for her. If he loses, what would happen? It would be a shameful incident for her. That's why she is not ready to face that shameful incident or shameful moment. So she is feeling embarrassed here. After hearing the words of his husband, he wanted to take participate in the swimming competition, but she was not ready for that. Here in this stanza, you can see the rhyming words, that is Word absurd, fast, last. But his wife says, my word. It is an expression that we give like, oh my god. That is the exclamation word, oh my god. How we will say? In the same way, in the same manner, she said, oh my word. Absurd. Absurd meaning foolish. What is the meaning of absurd? That is foolish. Blush. What is the meaning of blush? That is feel shy. And here we can see the rhyming words like fast, last, absurd, word. These are the rhyming words here. Applies to him that by saying that it's foolish for elderly person like him to participate who had not gone for swimming for the many years while the other participants were well trained. She was worried that he would lose the contest and make the fool of himself and by embarrass her. The last line says, she may go red because of the shame that may cause after he loses the competition. Next stanza. Well, the fourth quickly came, and waiting acclaim were wonderful swimmers galore. Placed in his place for the start of the race, while spectators crowded the show. Here, the meaning of acclaim is praise. Meaning of acclaim is praise. And galore, the meaning of galore is in large numbers. Poised, meaning of poised is stood ready, prepared. Spectators, that is viewers, audience, we can say crowd, onlookers, public. And in this we can see the rhyming words like came, acclaim, then place, race. Okay students, let's see the meaning of this stanza now. Well, the fourth quickly came, and waiting acclaim were wonderful swimmers galore. Yes, that finally came. What came? That competition that was held on 4th of July, and the people were very eager to praise the swimmers. Their wonder swimmers came, and they are ready to participate. The swimmers were ready over there. The meaning of acclaim is what I said. I said that enthusiastic and public praise, that is prashanse, that is praise. Galore, galore meaning in abundance, voluminously, voluminous, ವಿಪುಲವಾಗಿ, in abundance, all the swimmers were gathered there. Okay, each poised in his place for the start of the race, while spectators crowded the show. Came, acclaim, and place, race. These are the rhyming words here, and it adds rhythm to the poetry. Okay, what is the meaning of this stanza? The day of the competition came very quickly. There were praises all over. Finally that day came. There were good swimmers in the large number. Each one of them stood ready in their place for the race to begin. The spectators, the viewers, the crowd, that is the public, were crowded on the show to support them, to support the swimmers. Even the Benjamin Jones' wife was one of among the crowd. She was also present there. The viewers were ready to praise. The viewers were ready to encourage them, to encourage the swimmers. Next, the contest began. The Benji, poor man, was passed to the left and the right. His pace was so slow that a crab saw his toe and thought it would be venture a bite. So the contest means that competition that competition finally began. Benji was one among the competitors. He was one among them. Benji means who? That is a nickname of Benjamin Jones. The writer, the poetess called him poor man. Why did she call him poor man? Was he really poor? No, he was poor in swimming because he left the swimming practice. He was not so confident in swimming. He used to swim before, but he was aged now. He was passed on the left and the right. He was passed, sorry, he was passed on the left and the right. Benjamin was overtaken by the swimmers on the left and the right. All the other swimmers were moving further, and he was just back. His pace was so slow and that a crab saw his toe and thought it would venture a bite. Pace meaning speed. Meaning of pace is speed, and the meaning of grab, it is catch hold of. And venture, venture means try to bite, means sahasa. Pace means speed, venture means sahasa, undertaking, dare to do something. So let's see the meaning, and before to that the rhyming words are given, that is left and right. Pace means speed, as I said you now. Venture meaning that is sahasa, undertaking, dare to do something. How was the speed of Benjamin? He was very slow. All the other swimmers are very fast. They are faster than him. So his speed was very slow. And that time what happened there? His pace was so slow that crab saw his toe and thought it would venture a bite. What happened there? Crab means AD, we can say in Kannada. So his speed was very slow and one crab was there. Crab means AD. It saw the speed of Benjamin. He was so slow and it thought a venture, a bite. It thought to try to bite his toe. See students, climax of the poetry begins with this sentence because it was this incident that changed the result of the competition. At last moment, it also has rhyming terms here in this sentence. Those are slow toe, which also adds rhythm to the poem. Okay, finally the contest began. Poor Benjamin swam very slowly as he had no practice. He don't have any practice. While the others pushed him behind from both the sides, on the left and on the right side. His speed was so slow. It so happened that a crab saw his toe and tried to catch hold of it and thought to bite. When crab was there, he was coming nearly to him. This line exhibits a lot of laughter because a crab is the reason for his success somewhere. He frightened after seeing that crab. It came near to bite his toe. That crab came near to the leg of Benjamin Jones. So he swam very fast. Here you can see the rhyming words like began and man, slow and toe. Now I have got a nice thing to eat, thought the crab. The crab thought that it would be ventured a bite. The crab thought, now I have got a nice thing to eat. Catch hold of it, it thought. It went near the Benjamin Jones leg to have a bite. And the next paragraph goes like this. Ben noticed the crab as it started to grab, and perhaps the result can be guessed. The thought of his toe in the claw of his foe, made him swim like a swimmer possessed. Ben noticed. What he noticed, that one crab is coming near to him. The meaning of Grab. Grab means a quick attempt to seize, hold or catch. ಹಿಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ದೋಚು. Grab meaning. As the crab started the catch, hold of his toe, he noticed and he was frightened after seeing that crab. It was coming near to him. That crab was coming near to him. That's why he get scared. Claw means claw. It is sharp nails of an animal's or bird's foot. Okay. The meaning of foe. Foe, that is enemy. Here we can see the rhyming words crab, grab, foe and toe. These are the rhyming words in this stanza. When Ben noticed the crab trying to bite his toe, he was scared. The thought of his toe in the claw of his enemy, that is here. Who is the enemy here? It is crab. This incident changed the whole result of the competition at the last moment, because one crab was coming to bite his legs, bite his toe. So he gets scared. Who? Benjamin Jones. His toe in the claw, in the sharp of nails of the enemy. Who is the enemy? That is crab. The poet wanted to refer to the crab. Crab is enemy for Benjamin Jones. And the meaning of possessed, made him swim like a swimmer's. Possessed means like a completely controlled by an evil spirit. It means very confidently, like a swimmer he was swimming. Yes, now the one who had not gone for swim for many years, he became a swimmer. He became a real swimmer just because of the fear of that crab. He just swam like a swimmer. This incident changed the whole result of the competition at the last moment. Coming near to him, he wanted to escape from his enemy, that was crab. So he swam like an extraordinary swimmer with a great spirit. Extraordinary with a very good spirit he swam. Imagine if you are in water swimming slowly. If you see a crab coming near to you, what would you do? You will speed up your swimming. In the same way, Benjamin Jones, he had thought in the claws of enemy crab. If his toes are caught by that crab, what he will do? He started to move. For that reason, he started to move. He started to swim with a great speed. And what happened? And the crowd on the shore sent up a great roar as Ben took the lead in the dash, while his wife on the dock received such a shock. She fell in the lake with a splash. Here the rhyming words we can see shore and roar, dock, shock, dash, splash, dash, splash. And the meaning of dash is, that is contest, that competition. Roar meaning, roar is screaming or cheering. Dock, what is the meaning of dock? It is an enclosed area of water in a port. Okay. And splash, splash meaning a sound made by something striking or falling into a liquid, that is we can say splash here. So dear students, let's see the meaning of this stanza. The weavers were gathered there. They encouraged him. The all crowd were happy to see him as he was swimming very fast. He was swimming very fast there. He was not trained. He left the swimming for many years. The crowd started to scream like Ben, Ben, Ben. They all were encouraging him. They started cheering him. What you will do the same when your friend is about to win the game? You will also encourage him, no? In the same way, the crowd which gathered there, they all started screaming like Ben, 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 because they were all become very happy that Ben is, as he was very old man, he was coming front, he was swimming very fast. As Ben took the lead in the dash, while his wife on the dock received such a shock, she fell in the lake with a splash. Dash, as I told you before, it's an act of running suddenly and hastily. Dash meaning that in that competition. Okay, dock, that is one thara ನಿಲ್ಲುವಂತ ಸ್ಥಳ, that is one space. It is an enclosed area of water in a port. It is the space. Why was she shocked? Here it is written, while his wife on the dock received such a shock. Why was she got shocked? Because she discouraged him when he announced to her that he is going to take part in the competition. So she was shocked. Why she was shocked? No, she didn't had any confidence in him. But now when he lead in the dash means he moved forward. She was in shock. He was moving forward. Comparing to the all swimmers, he was coming front. He was swimming very fast. He started swimming hastily because the crab started biting his toe. In that fear, he is swimming very fast. With a splash means suddenly she fell in the lake. Yes, finally, who won the competition here? It is Benjamin Jones. She was unable to contain her shock and she was surprised at the turn of event. Benjamin's wife fell into the lake. The scene adds humor galore to the whole poem. Being the last line of the poem, this adds hilarious and humorous incident in a befitting conclusion to the poem. In the beginning, she was in angry mood. Yes or no? Yes, she was angry because she is not ready to accept that his husband is uh, going to take part in that competition. He was not in that mood. Then at last, what happened? When Ben said he wanted to participate, she felt very embarrassed. But now, when at last he took the lead, it was a great shock to her. And the climax is she fell in the water. The weavers on the shore were screaming and cheering to the Ben took lead. He took lead. That is, he started winning the race. So he was shocked. She was shocked here, his wife. He overtook everyone he's in that competition, in that contest. He brought victory to himself as he confidently said to his wife in the beginning. He brought victory. Benjamin Jones brought victory. His wife, who could not bear the shock, fell into the lake with a splash. It was a very beautiful climax with a great laughter. Because of the crab, he won the competition. And what is the moral of the story? The moral of the poem. The moral of the poem is, what moral comes to your mind after listening, after reading the poem? This poem taught us that if we make up our mind for something or decide, then nothing can stop us, not even our age. Not even our age. At any age, we can achieve anything. If we make our mind to do something, and like I have to do this, if I am thinking like, then the miracles happens. You can do anything at any age, nothing can stop you. First, make up your mind to do something good in your life, and you will definitely end up with a great end. Having an aim is important, but trying too hard to achieve it, it is more important. That's why have an aim and try too hard to achieve it, and work hard to achieve it. Of course, you will win that. You will win that whatever aim you are having in your life. So students, I hope you enjoyed this poem. This is very simple with the good rhyming words, and even I enjoyed too after reading this poem. Read this poem again and again. If you get any doubts, call to my number and get it clear. Thank you. Bye bye.